So I went to training today, and uh, God, I won't lie to y'all. I was a little disappointed in myself. I realize now that like cardio is going to be my worst enemy until I get that under control. Like I think the thing that sort of like is my biggest challenge when it comes to cardio is that like I live in an upstairs apartment, and I live in an upstairs apartment, and I kind of don't like the idea of running outside at night. Because running outside at night would make more sense because there's not really a lot of places for me to just go out and run around here. I think I could probably there's a trail at the park like near that like up the street from where I'm at. But like I prefer to run out at night because I don't really want people to see me run because I get a little self conscious about it. But I do know that cardio is like my worst enemy. And I think what's really crazy is that like outside of okay, so here's what happened. We was doing a drill, and halfway through the drill, I'm crashing out. My body is like my like I'm doing good for like the first part of it, but then all of a sudden my heart goes, "Yo, wait, we don't do this too often. What's happening right now? What's happening right now? I don't know what's going on." And I'm trying to fight through it, and it's showing in my performance. So it's like a little bit of tough love from one of the trainers. It was two trainers today. Uh, it was um, it was it was the technician and the bear. So the technician basically like kind of pulled me aside and just basically told me, you know, I've noticed you. There's a lot of times where you will be gone for like a couple of months, and then you come back and you're in worse shape than you were the last time you were here. And it that stung a little bit, but he's not wrong. I in the I definitely because I was working out while I was gone, but I guess somewhere down the line I just hit a slump, and I just told myself, I'm going to just drown my sorrows in I'm going to drown my sorrows in fast food and junk food, and I didn't really work out, and I should have been doing that a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So like the new goal in life is my new goal right now is to just kind of try to get over my own self consciousness and just start running and just like start picking up a running habit because like it is because like like everything else about me is on point, and I like it feels good to hear people like say you're good. You just need to work on certain things because that's what I want them to see. I want them to see that I ain't no spring chicken. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just really, really, really rusty on a lot of things, and I don't really have the time to like brush up on it because I rarely ever get a chance to go over there. Because every single time I go over there, something else goes wrong, something else happens, and I get depressed again, and I start eating. I said somebody in one of my lives called it comfort food, and Lord knows I need the comfort. So yeah, it's a lot that's going into this. It's very frustrating. It's very depressing, but like I'm just glad to see that they saw what little bit of good that I was doing. So the goal now is to basically like sort of like watch my diet a little bit better, and try to get the hang of just trying to get the hang of running, because running has always been like cardio has always been like my worst enemy. So I feel like I'm at that point right now where I kind of need to work on my cardio, work on my running, get myself back on track like that, and work on that a little bit. But yeah, but outside of that though, we did get a chance to like have some little side conversations. I feel like there was I found myself debating one of the trainers, which honestly, like in my brain, I'm still like I shouldn't have done this. I should not have been like debating the trainers. But the trainer was like, "Yeah, man, I like talking about wrestling. I like talking about wrestling with people who want to do this stuff." And our debate was like, who had a better career between Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka, and my goodness, like he says Shinsuke, I say not, I say Asuka. It just like it's like it's like I said, I feel like if I feel like once I become a wrestler, me and this head trainer, me and the bear, we would probably like be like on really good terms with each other because he seems like a really cool dude outside of wrestling. He seems like somebody I could probably like I could see myself hanging out with outside of wrestling. If not, like he seems like he could be like my buddy, you know, like a friend of mine. But clearly, you know, like I have to kind of get past the trainee stage first. And I feel like because of my money situation sort of looking a little bit better, that might end up becoming the case. And I'm really hoping so. I'm just really I'm just really kind of looking. I don't know, man. I'm looking towards the future, and I like to think that the future is looking good because I'm starting to earn a little bit more money, and I'm starting to get myself back on track financially and things like that. It's just, Lord knows, I need things to look up. So, you know, like I'm gonna try to get back. I'm gonna try to get into running. I'm gonna try to start getting into cardio. You know, try to figure out what I can do for like upstairs, like do for like upstairs apartment based cardio, so I don't be a nuisance for these people, these fine people over here and here. But that's the goal now. Like the goal now is just to get myself get my cardio up because like I really need to be able to because that's all wrestling is at the end of the day. Professional wrestling is mostly cardio. You know, I could get away with it a little bit by like jaw jacking with the crowd and talking with the crowd. Like y'all, I need y'all to understand I'm old, so I gotta what I'm saying? I can like work the crowd a little bit. Like I can do a move, mess it up, and be like, hey, calm down. I'm old. Calm down. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Make jokes like that. I don't know, but like I said, like outside of my performance with the cardio thing, it just felt good to hear. It just felt good to be told you're not terrible. You just have a lot that you just have some things that you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with getting a C plus as long as it's not an F. That makes sense. I don't mind being a C plus guy because I know that there's room to improve, and I know that I'm not at the bottom of the barrel. So that feels good. Uh, Outside of that, if I sound like I'm a little out of breath, I tried to go on a little night jog, and I realize now that, like I said, my limit is a minute. My limit is a minute when it comes to like going out for a jog. So, new goal is to be able to go for 2 minutes. I want to between now and the end of this year, I want to be able to jog for 2 minutes straight and not have to worry about my heart just like going, dude, what are we doing? What is happening right now? I'm tired. It's like I don't need my heart doing that. I don't need to feel that in my chest. You know. Oh man. But outside of that though, I think I did a pretty good job. It feels good to like be able to talk to the trainer a little bit and just like I said, sort of like talk to them a little bit outside of wrestling. Like I know for a fact that like if I were to like once I become a wrestler, I like to think that I would be able to get along with other wrestlers at least okay. So that's a good feeling to have. But that's about it. No Booker T sightings. No getting told to leave. It wasn't a perfect day, but it was at least a good one. And here's to better days down the line. Love and peace, y'all.